Hi everybody, Christina here from Copictopia. I'm going to show you how to make the Treat Box gift card holder. And I'm going to start out with 4 sheets of patterned paper that are 3 7/8 by 3 3/8. The next thing I have is a green piece of cardstock. It is 3 7/8 by 4 3/8. That'll be for our pocket. This white cardstock is 4 by 12. The nice thing about using a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock is that you can actually get 3 of these little boxes out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. These are great for using as treats for your postal workers or any grocery delivery people or anything like that during the holidays, or just nice stocking stuffers. So the first score line that we're going to make is going to be at 3 1/2. And then we're going to move it down 1/2 inch to 4, and we're going to score at the 4-inch line. Then we will go ahead and move it all the way down to 7 1/2. Then we're going to move it 1/2 inch down and score again at the 8-inch line. And our last score mark will be at 11 5/8. And that's where we will put our tear tape to close the box up. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to score the green cardstock. And we're just going to score it one time at 1/2 inch on each side. So on the long side, we'll score at 1/2 inch. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to score at 1/2 inch again. And that will be all we need to do for scoring. So I'm going to set my scoring aside. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut what we need to cut off for the pocket. So I'm going to meet it right here in the corner where the 2 score lines meet up and just miter that edge. And then I'm cutting right up to the score line, just taking the edges off or the corners off. Now the next part is to cut diagonally across from corner to corner. You can go ahead and make it really fancy if you want and make it kind of curvy, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut it straight across. That way I know my gift card will actually stay in the pocket, and you'll have a triangle piece left over. You can also use your paper cutter for this if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and score these little tabs in to make the pocket, and I'm just going to burnish those really good so that it'll lay flat. And then if you have a little overhang, you can always trim that off as well. And then just check the other side, make sure that it's even too. Now I just noticed that I have folded these on the wrong side, so thank goodness I used just regular cardstock instead of patterned paper. So when you're making yours, be sure to check which side they're supposed to be on. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold these score lines and burnish them really good before I start to decorate. And I'll just speed this up really fast because I know you don't want to sit through all of that. The next thing we need to do is put some tear tape on that little tiny tab. So this tab is this is your front side, and then this is where your tab is going to fold over. So you'll want to fold this so you know which side of the tab to put your tape on. So I'm just going to lay that down, tear it off, and That way I know which side is going to be the front. I'm not sure what I was pointing at there. So now I need to decide where I want to put the ski bunny and the skating bunny with each patterned paper. These stamps are from Cat's Pajamas. They're digital stamps and they are lots of fun. As you can tell, it's really fun to play with these little guys with the different patterned paper. And I really think I want to put him with the holly on the front. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay this patterned paper down with my mono adhesive. And I need to open this up so I can actually lay this down better. It is a very tight squeeze with the sizes. So if you want to cut this down, the patterned paper down by 1/8 of an inch on each side, then so you don't have such a tight fit, then I would highly recommend it. So my little skiing bunny actually has red polka dots. So I kind of want to put him with the red polka dots. When you're putting on this paper that's on this end of your box, you want to make sure you get all the edges because we're going to be die cutting a circle in that in just a little bit. So for the side where my pocket is going to go for my gift card, I'm going to use the red Merry Christmas pattern paper. That way I don't have my green pocket meshing in and just kind of blending in, I guess you would say, with the green polka dots. So the green polka dots are going to go inside on the middle panel because you're going to be able to see that through the circle that we die cut. And I completely ran out of adhesive right there. You can tell I was completely stuck. So I'm just putting that in, and now we're going to die cut this piece. I used a Rubbernecker stitched circle to cut that out, and I put adhesive through the middle just so that I could save that and use it for the front cover with the skating bunny. I think that'll look really cute. So now you want to take the tear tape off, and we're going to line up the edge of that tab with the score line that's right next to the green pattern paper. That way we don't, and we're just going to fold it over, that way we don't adhere it too high up to where our box won't close. So now we have our little box and we can finish decorating. You can put a little piece of ribbon on there on the very front cover to hold it open if you want to. And I'm just going to use some tear tape here to put on the tabs if my cardstock will sit still. But I'm going to put that on the tabs to go ahead and make sure that stays down securely. I don't want anything coming off. So we'll take that white paper off the tear tape and then stick it on the inside cover. Now, if you want to put it up to the edge, you can, or you can move it out a little bit to where you can see your patterned paper. I'm just going to put mine up to the edge, and now you have a little pocket for a gift card. You could even take a half a punch, like a 1-inch circle punch, and punch a little tab in there if you want to make it more fun. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut some 3D foam tape. Well, it's not tape. Mine I buy in sheets or I make my own. This one is one that I made myself, and there's a video showing that as well. I was going to put my little bunny on the red polka dots, but then at the last minute I changed my mind because the pocket just looked a little plain. Now I'm going to use some 3D foam to put on the back of the red polka dot circle. And I'm just going to put 2 pieces. I'm very minimal. The tape the 3D foam that I use is pretty strong, so I don't think it will go anywhere. And I don't like to overuse. So then I'm just going to put one little piece of foam onto the little bunny himself. So first I put it up really high on his back, and then I realized I put it up a little too high, so I had to take it off. You can see how strong this is, how much I really had to pull without tearing my poor little bunny. And I put it on his tummy so it would be not noticeable on the front. And so you can put a little sentiment on the front, and then Ghirardelli chocolate or the York peppermint patties, you can just put a glue dot on those or a piece of tape on the back, and there is your little box. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday and have fun making this. Bye now.